CJ on the beat.
What's up, party people? It's your boy Tim from Overtheyears. We are here. It is Cyber Monday today. I'm going to go over everything that is sold on eBay, Mercari, and Etsy from the Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and some of the Cyber Monday sales. Whatever else sells today after we record this video, I'm going to go ahead and add that in later. So let's start with the eBay orders first. So this sold on eBay. This is a Panasonic DVD-R remote control. I grabbed this at a thrift store and I took a best offer for $20 on that. So remotes have been doing really well for me. This is the second remote I've sold. Both of them sold the first one sold in less than 24 hours. This one sold in like 3-4 days. So that's been really good. Next up is, this is a Apple battery for a 12-inch iBook. It's got the original box. It is opened. It's untested, which I listed in the description, but it's also got its paperwork in there. So that's pretty cool. That sold pretty fast also. I've been trying to work on a lot of these old school electronics. Seems to be very popular on eBay for me. And then the last thing that sold on eBay, you might have seen this in my SARS video. This is a little vintage Waco Casino King toy slot machine. Put your quarters in there. Pretty cool thing. Can be pretty awesome for whoever bought that. Sad to see that one go. Next up is, so that's the three things that sold on eBay. These boots sold on Mercari. These are Echo black leather women's boots, size 40. No box, but they're in pretty good condition, as you can tell. Just slight display wear on the boots for themselves, but soles are in pretty good shape. We've kept paper in them too, so to avoid any major creasing. And I took a best offer on Mercari for $49 for those. So that's Mercari and Etsy, eBay. So let's move on to Etsy. All right. First up on Etsy, we have 27 orders right now, so that's a lot. Didn't do as well as I thought we would do during the sales, but I'm not upset. I'm pretty happy with that. So first up is vintage Pyrex yellow round mixing bowl 404. The yellow 404s in Pyrex always sell. I've probably sold like 15 of these in the last year. So if you ever see these, keep an eye out for them. They do pretty well. All right. And that sold for $32.58 after discount and shipping. Next up is this vintage 1996 Hess gasoline emergency truck, and that sold for $16.51 after discount and shipping. Next up is, this is another beauty that I really liked. This is a vintage Hall China cobalt blue ball jug, very mid-century modern, gorgeous color, and that sold for $52.63 after shipping and the discount. Next up is this vintage Courier and Ives American to Homestead Image Jumbo Sunshine Biscuits tin. It's a really cool tin. You can put a whole lot of stuff in there. I'd imagine somebody would probably use it for like sewing materials, something along those lines. And that sold for $24.77 after discount and shipping. Next up is this gorgeous cake plate right here. This is a vintage Royal Worcester fine bone perforated cake plate. And this sold for $31.29 after discount and shipping. Next up is Lalique. Lalique is a highly popular, well-known crystal company from France. They do all types of stemware and also like figurines and stuff like that. This is a pair of vintage Lalique Barsac crystal water goblets. And these sold for $73.52 after discount and shipping. Next up is this. I'm not going to take it out the box because it's going to be a hassle and we're getting ready to pack it. This is a vintage 1867 Mississippi fire engine Jim Beam decanter with box. And that sold after discount and shipping for $74.22. Next up is, we got a whole pool table here of orders, as you guys can see. Next up is this vintage Longaberger pottery woven traditions ivory 32-ounce pitcher. This sold for $27.76 after the discount and shipping. Next up, another one of these vintage Christmas stockings has sold. So if anybody else wants them, you have 2 left. They're moving like hotcakes. This is the vintage Christmas stocking with the Santa Claus design. And that sold for $22.61 after discount and shipping. All right, next up, we have a 2-part order. First up is the vintage Pyrex mid-century modern style carafe.
I love those things.
It's very atomic style, as they would say. My mom loves these. And the second part of that order is the vintage Pyrex Daisy, also known as sunflower, oval casserole dish 043 with a nice opal lid, as they say.
Oval lid.
No, they say
Oh,
opal.
opal?
Like it's this design, like with the pattern on the top. It's called opal.
Oh, cool.
Next up is more Pyrex. And they paid for this. It was $76.88 after discount and shipping. Next up is this vintage Pyrex perfect time season wise. The Pyrex white snowflake on turquoise oval casserole with lid 043. And that sold for $34.36 after discount and shipping. Next up, we went on a little Pyrex run here. This bad boy, the 401 Pyrex round mixing bowl. Homestead is the pattern. And after discount and shipping, it was $15.79. Next up is the gravy boat, just in time for Christmas dinner. This is a vintage Sheffield fine china anniversary pattern gravy boat with the attached underplate. And that sold for $35.54 after discount and shipping. Next up is, don't have my flashlight in handy, but this is this will glow in the black light. So this is probably the most popular thing amongst a younger crowd of people who are shopping for antiques and vintage stuff, is anything uranium or Vaseline glass. This is a vintage Hazel Atlas glass square embossed uranium glass flower shaker. You can see it says flower right there. Really cool. And that sold for $43.38 after discount and shipping. Next up is some Balique. All right, this is a vintage Balique pottery basket weave shamrock pattern 3-branch tree trunk. And it's got the yellow inside, which is really cool on Balique. And that sold for a total of $27.88 after shipping and discount. Next up is Teapot.
Ooh, my favorite.
This is a vintage Sadler Staffordshire robin egg blue and brown with gold flowers. Super gorgeous teapot. And that sold for $77.13 after discount and shipping. Next up is more Pyrex. This is a vintage Pyrex Verde Cinderella round casserole dish, $4.75. And after discount and shipping, it sold for $19.91. Next up is this vintage Boyd glass colonial lady. It's like this smoke glass, but this is also uranium glass, so this will glow under a black light. And this sold for $23.97 after discount and shipping. Next up is another piece of uranium glass. This is a vintage Fenton glass custard satin ruffle bulbous vase. This will also glow under a black light, and that sold for $35.68 after discount and shipping. Next up is another two-piece order. We have this awesome vintage Decoware made in Belgium yellow enamelware butter warmer and trivet. So the trivet is right there, the butter warmer is right there, so it's three pieces. The person who bought this is a good friend of ours, Nancy Duke. So shout out Nancy Duke. I saw you subscribe to the YouTube channel, so thank you for your love and support. She also got this vintage Green Hall short spout hot water teapot, and this is with the other piece. She paid a total of $52.70 after discount and shipping. Next up is this really cool bottle. We've been on a nice little streak of bottles. It's got a little damage on the back, but that was in the description, obviously. This is a antique Hazeltine and Company Piso Cure for consumption. It's an early cannabis medicine bottle, and after discount and shipping, that sold for $34.13. Next up is this tin right here, gorgeous turquoise and gold, nice, made in West Germany. This tin sold for a total of $38.94 after discount and shipping. Next up, mulberry. If you notice, we've been selling a lot of this old Flow Blue mulberry ironstone. This is a teapot. It would have gone for probably 3 times the amount that it went for, but it has been repaired. So this sold for $67.35 after discount and shipping. Next up is this vintage Le Creuset red juicer. I've had this for forever. I don't know why it took so long to sell, but it's really nice, high quality stuff. This sold after discount and shipping for $38.58. Next up is a huge Pyrex order. This person bought 4 pieces of butterprint Pyrex. They bought the 401 round mixing bowl. They bought the 501 refrigerator dish with the lid. They bought the 471 round casserole, and they bought the 472 round casserole with lid. So after discount and shipping, they are all in for a total of $116.81. Next up is these guys. So we have had these for forever. They are absolutely gorgeous, if you ask me. It's a snack plate and cup, and it's got a little spot on the plate for the cup. And there are 4 of these in the entire set. And so we don't typically do international shipping unless somebody messages me and asks me for international shipping. But we sold these to somebody in Singapore. So shipping's kind of expensive. So for that, after discount and shipping, they're all in for $134.69. So that's everything so far. We have a couple more orders I'm sure that will come throughout the rest of Cyber Monday. So I'll add those on to the end of this video. And you'll notice I'm wearing my Redskins shirt. We did win our third game of the season.
HTTR.
Yes, back-to-back wins. So if you're interested in football at all, I have a podcast that I'm part of called Authentic in the Beard. We air every Thursday night on YouTube, and you can find that link in the description as well. So hopefully the rest of Cyber Monday goes well and we sell some more stuff. But right now we are about ready to go dive into some fast packing. So I will check in with you guys at the end of the day. Peace. And we are back as promised with the last minute Cyber Monday sales that came through yesterday. So I'm going to go ahead and go over those with you really quick. First up, we have this. It's like I almost want to say it's not cased glass. It's a really interesting like custard on the inside of a clear glass. It's made by Federal Glass, and it is a nice little lidded jar. Yeah, and that was up for probably a couple of months, and that sold for $16.27 after the sale discount and shipping included. Next up is, oh, you know what? Keep filming. Hold on. I always forget this. If you guys don't already have one of these, I suggest you get one. This is a black light or UV LED light. This is like my lightsaber. I take this with me everywhere I go. If you haven't figured out by now, I'm a big fan of uranium and Vaseline glass. So two of these items are uranium and Vaseline glass. First up is this bad boy right here. This is a cup and saucer. This is antique actually, made by Cambridge Glass. It is a round green is the name of the pattern. And that sold for $23.70 after discount and shipping. Next up is, I'll be right back.
These are going to be great for Christmas. Oh, yeah.
So, here we have a vintage Sadler individual brown teapot. That sold for $34.76 after discount and shipping. Next up is this. We're also big fans of bottles. They're just all different sizes and shapes. Some of them are obviously more collectible than others. But these look really awesome in your window. It's a great decorative piece. This is actually a reproduction of a very highly sought after, hard to find whiskey bottle. This is made by Wheaton Glass. And this sold for $20.37 after discount and shipping. Next up is another piece of Vaseline glass. So this would be considered uranium. This would be considered Vaseline. The Vaseline glass pieces are the ones that are yellow because they look like how Vaseline used to look back in the day. So this is a vintage Fenton glass topaz opalescent Vaseline glass. Daisy and button is the name of the pattern, and it is a handbell. And you can see it is a gorgeous piece and still has this bell. That sold for $52.03 after discount and shipping. Next up is these super cool mid-century modern. These are made by Libby Glass, and it is a set of 4 frosted candy cane swirl highball glasses. And those sold for $29.06 after discount and shipping. Next up is this little lot of Foltzgraf. So I've probably had this stuff for well over a year. I probably will never buy anything Foltzgraf ever again. It's just, it doesn't really move. Some people will find it's really popular, but I've had a bunch of it and it always sits for a very long time. So I've kind of decided not to get it anymore. So this was actually in my clearance section of my Etsy shop. We do have well over 200 items in our clearance section on the Etsy shop, which is 40% off at all times. So after discount and shipping, they got the salt and pepper shaker, the butter dish, and the creamer, all for $45.33 after discount and shipping. And last but definitely not least is this cute little guy. So this is Delft. Most of the time Delft is also known as Delft Blue, so it's like a blue and white thing. But they also made what they call polychrome, and that's these different color Delft pieces like this. This is a miniature clock that was specially made for Christian Huygens. I think I'm pronouncing that right.
I don't know.
But we've had a lot of these. I think I only have one left, and it's a tall grandfather clock one. If you ever find those Delft clocks, they are really nice and highly sought after. And that one sold for a total of $41.02 after shipping and the discounts. And my Dukes is giving you a little close-up of the back
Let's
right
see. Delft, handcrafted for Christian Huygens.
now. No, I think it's Ewan's.
You don't pronounce the H.
I don't think so. Maybe. I could be wrong. If anybody knows how to correctly
Pronounce that.
let us know. But yeah, so that
They call that the Napoleon style.
the clock itself,
It's
yeah,
a
that's like a
Napoleon.
mini mantle clock, basically.
Yeah,
Huh?
they're very cute.
So that concludes all of the orders from Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, Cyber Monday. It is now Tuesday. Our sale's actually running till Wednesday, so this video will probably come out either tonight or tomorrow morning, so you still have some time to shop in our Etsy shop. Also, don't forget to click our link for our eBay listings. You can find that in the description under this video. And like I said, if you're into football, I also dropped a link to my football podcast called Authentic in the Beard. High quality, really good stuff. But yeah, I'm really glad to be back making videos. I appreciate all the love and support, all the new subscribers. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And we'll check you next time. Welcome to Over the Years. My name is Tim, and I love vintage items. I hunt for treasures and bring you the ultimate prizes of antiques, collectibles, and vintage decor. Join me, my Dukes, my girlfriend Josie, and other guests as we search for history.